Hello, Randall M here, wedding photographer, videographer, creator of the Randall M comic strip, and Canon EOS Digital Rebel XT user. That's me. Okay, so for the last 3 years or so, I've been lusting after the Canon EOS 1DS Mark III. That's right, lusting. That's a good word to use, because that's the camera I would love to have. I would love to have the EOS 1DS Mark III with a 28 to 300mm lens. I also like to have the 2x lens, so you can take it from 28 to 300 all the way to a max of 600. So that would be something that would be great to have. I'd also like to have the current speedlight flash and a very high capacity compact flash card. Now with the Digital Rebel XT, which I'm using, is 8 megapixels, and I have an 8GB card and a 580EX, EX2 or EX, anyway, EX flash. And it's very good for 8 megapixels. It's not as fast as I'd like. And the main thing is the resolution is not as high as I'd like by a long shot. There's one of the main reasons I lust after the Canon EOS 1DS Mark III for so long. One, I can't afford it, but two, you always want what you can't afford, right? But it has a larger file size and a higher resolution. That's really what I'm after. Plus, it really looks cool as cameras go with today's standards. So now that I've said that, so for the last month or two, I've been putting up a whole bunch of videos on YouTube trying to say, Canon, please give me a free one, because you're going to update to the new stuff, or when you update to the new stuff, you know, I'd love to be able to test it for free. You know, I'll make videos and pictures and everything on the internet. Anyway, nothing so far, but I got some news. I've got the this is rangefinder. It's free, so most professional photographers get this because it is free. All you have to do is once a year fill out a card saying, yeah, I want to still receive it, and they send it to you free of charge. It's let's see, I don't know, it's not quite 200 pages. This one's like 185. But I mean, it's a professional magazine. It's okay. Anyway, I really like it. A lot of resources, a lot of information about photography, new equipment, what people are doing, especially if you're into wedding photography or portraits or landscape, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of information in here. What I'm excited about, kind of, because I'm hoping I'll be able to afford something, get something that I can afford, or they'll donate to me, is, okay, rangefinder, page 148, December 2011. And here's the picture that they're talking about. It's right here. Okay. It says, below right, Canon has released this teaser photo of a future new concept EOS series DSLR camera. No details yet, but could it be the EOS 5D Mark III? Then on the other side of the article, they're talking about a new camera with 4K video, high resolution pictures, and 4K video at 24 frames a second, which means they probably have 1080p at probably 30 or 60. I mean, that would be great. A new Canon EOS 1DS Mark IV or 5D, whatever they're going to call it. The successor, I assume they put the C for concept. I don't know. But anyway, the professional body, the successor to the 1DS Mark III, with, let's say, 28 megapixels, because that's the rumor for the 5D Mark III right now. Let's say 28 point something megapixels, 28 to 32 megapixels, more likely 28. Being able to do 720, 1080, and now 4K, and maybe 5K video. Giving you the options there, that would be nice. But 4K at up to 24 frames a second, and 1080p at 30 and 60 and 24 and, was it, what's the other one, 59 or something like that? And then 720 at the same, you know. So having all those different abilities would be really nice. And one of the reasons I would rather wait for a little bit longer than this, than the 1DX that has been announced. That's supposed to be out earlier or later this year, March, sometime in March, probably later part of March, is because even though it's got a lot of really cool upgrades, it's only 18 megapixels, and I would rather have something with a, granted it's full frame, but I would rather have something with full frame and a higher resolution. I mean, to me, even though I'm stuck with 8 megapixels right now, and 18, going from 8 to 18 would be a drastic boost, I would still rather go from 8 to 21 or even 28. So that 28 full frame, higher frame size or higher resolution is what I'm after. I mean, I would love to have a camera with that kind of resolution, with that kind of body, that kind of speed, both for photography and video. Because you know, by the time they get to this one, they're going to have faster and better photo capabilities, not to mention video. So I mean, Canon and Nikon, all these companies are increasing their abilities all the time. Now granted, with all the floods they've had, Japan has had in the last year or so, and the nuclear problems, their nuclear reactors getting flooded and blah, I can understand why they're not progressing as fast as they would, say, a few years ago. But nonetheless, they're doing, from what I can see, they're doing real good. Or they're, based on what I think is going on, they're keeping up pretty good. So, obviously here in America, we love their equipment, we love their stuff. It's great. I mean, it's the highest quality. On a professional level, it's awesome. I mean, I love my Canon Digital XT. Other than the fact that it's not as fast as I'd like. I mean, for what it is the best camera. I mean, hands down. Like I said, it's old. I'd like to get a newer one with better abilities. But for what it is, for 8 megapixels is what it does, bullseye. So I'm excited about some of the features that are coming. Like I said, I'm just excited. I say I'm excited because of the things coming. It's really neat to see some of the things coming. But I'm also not excited because right now I can't afford it. I wish I could. I'm hoping that they will, in their generosity, in their great Canon generosity, will supply me with either a 5D Mark III or the success. What I really want is a successor to the 1DS Mark III, whether you call it a 1DXS or a Mark IV, 1DS Mark IV, whatever you call it, with a professional body, you know, with all the improvements you made to the 1DX plus the higher resolution. I mean, I'm sure whenever it comes out, it's going to be awesome. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt about that. It's just a question of what are they going to call it? 2, when's it coming out? And 3, if they're going to give me a free one, along with a 28-300mm lens, speed light, and some compact flash cards, and maybe get them in a nice case in there too. Wouldn't hurt. But that's what I'm after. And even if I don't get one, I'm still looking forward to see what happens, because I'd like to get one. Even if Canon doesn't supply me with one that I can make videos with and take pictures and continue my work as both a wedding photographer and event photographer, and most importantly, the Randall M comic strip, which, you know, I consider my life's work. That's the main reason I want it, is for the comic strip, so I can do bigger pictures, higher resolution pictures. I mean, that's, you know, just taking something good and making it even better. Like I said, 8 megapixels is good, but I would really like to be able to, you know, do bigger, higher resolution, and that's what I'm after. And right now, Canon's the way to go. I mean, don't get me wrong, Nikon and some of these, Sony and some of these other companies make some good cameras, no doubt about it. But for me, the state of the art is definitely still Canon. I remember back when I was in junior high and high school, especially when I was in high school, when I was on the yearbook staff and the newspaper staff. Each year, I was on the yearbook staff one year and the newspaper staff another year. Because I only do so many classes. Anyway, point is, back then, I had a Minolta. It was like a 5000i or something like that. I'm trying to be honest, I had 2. Because I sold one and upgraded to another one. But anyway, it was like a 500i or SI and then a 5000i. Or I don't remember. Man, it's been a while. I don't remember. But at the time, Minolta was like the big SLR. I mean, it wasn't digital yet. It was still film. But so I got a Minolta, and I liked it. As far as film camera goes, back in the day, it was a good thing. I loved it. It had a lot of cool features, a lot of good things. Of course, with digital, we've come a long way. And right now, Canon's at the top of at least in my opinion, Canon's at the top of the pack. And I would love to get some of their newest technology, to be able to unbox it, to take pictures of with me, so I can post it on Flickr and Facebook, etc. Be able to use it in the Randall M comic strip, and put some stuff out there that people can see. Because, you know what I'm saying, every time Canon helps me, I would be, you know, it's a back and forth thing because I can help them and they can help me. I mean, because I'm going to continue until I get some new equipment. I'm still using my Digital Rebel XT until I get some new equipment. So right now, all I can do is praise the Digital Rebel XT at 8 megapixels because that's what I've got to use. In fact, if you look on the internet, you can see pictures of me. Excuse me. Oh, with that on there. I also have the Canon XL1S, which is a digital video camcorder, which I really don't use that much more because it's only SD standard definition as compared to HD. But back in the day, I used that a lot too. The XL1S. It was great. It's great. I still use it sometimes for weddings. So it's a good camera. I still use it every once in a while, but not as much as I used to because like I said, it's SD instead of not HD. But anyway, when I bought that camera, that was another Canon camera that was top of the list. I mean, it's up there because they make great stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the camera. It's just technology advances, and the XL1S is standard, and we've moved past standard to HD, and so it's kind of, that camera is kind of archaic too now. I mean, it's a great shape. It's physically. I mean, I was looking at it the other day, trying to think of who I could sell it to that would want it. But the problem is everybody's going to HD now. I mean, I paid $4,000 for it back in the day, saved up over a year to get it. That's when I was working full time, and it served real well. But now it's kind of like I said, because it's SD and not HD. It's kind of archaic, even though it's in excellent shape physically. It works great. It's still archaic. I mean, unless you're just doing some casual stuff. But again, that's another example. When I bought some Canon equipment, it worked great. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I've had it for almost 10 years, and it's still in great. I mean, I take care of it, but it's still in great shape. So I don't know what else to say. I just want to say I like Canon equipment. I hope they send me some stuff. I'm looking forward to what's coming out. If you don't get Rangefinder, get it. It's a good magazine. I really like it. They got a lot of neat stuff in there about if you're interested in photography and videography. And that's all I got for now. So until next time, I'm Randall M saying thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless you. Bye.